Why do I make videos every day? Well, first of all, it's kind of a rare privilege that you get to speak your mind to the entire world. That's just a really cool thing to do. So I like to view it that way. The other thing is that the algorithm kind of just does whatever it does. Like initially, when I was making YouTube videos, the first video I ever made was the I Didn't Sleep for 19 Years one. Just put that up, put up a few other videos on health, and didn't really touch them. I kind of just sent people my YouTube channel to check out stuff because it was easier than send them the videos individually. And then I got views on that, and that kind of blew up a bit. So I was like, oh, I'll make more insomnia videos, and then that will get the word out. And then when I upload more videos, the algorithm stopped promoting this stuff as much. And it's just kind of, I got introduced to the long, uh, excuse me, wait time of YouTube. Like YouTube just, if you're using YouTube to try to put your ideas out there, it could take a while for the ideas to get around because it's just the way YouTube works. So I realized that if it was going to take a while to get my ideas out anyway, I might as well just make videos about all my ideas so that by the point in time where people actually got interested in my ideas, they weren't just interested in my sleep ideas, which I also felt were sort of just part of what I thought. And I thought that the rest of what I thought was also very helpful for insomniacs. So they wouldn't just find my sleep ideas, they would find all of my ideas. And that just, like, how else am I going to release it? I just release videos every single day, and then people watch my videos every day. And then, because if I only release videos like once a week, then it would take me a long time to release videos on all of the things that I think about. So by releasing videos daily, I get to introduce the internet to my thought process more. And I'm also making videos for YouTube, and YouTube has a certain culture to it. There are people who go on YouTube every single day, and these people, I believe, really drive the search engine algorithm as well. So if I want long term success on YouTube, then it just makes sense to make the videos every single day. And if I'm making videos every single day on a variety of topics, then I also benefit from articulating my ideas more and sharing the ideas on YouTube. Like, just really, I mean, I don't know how much it benefits me to share the ideas, but the fact that I'm sharing them makes me articulate them, and being more articulate certainly helps me in every area of my life. So, making videos every day, and it also has this, like, this fun quality of, like, I get to, like, be like the sun. Like, the sun rises every day. That's kind of why my videos upload at 6 a.m. They upload at 1 a.m. as well, because people who aren't sleeping, what else are you gonna watch? Because I wasn't sleeping, so I upload videos at 1 a.m. But it's like you get to be like the sun. You get to just show up every single day, and that's very cool. It's very cool to get to show up every single day in people's lives if they want you to. And I think, like, that's just, it's a good way of doing things. It encourages me to clarify my thoughts, and I get to have that sort of a presence on the internet. I could alternately do a YouTube channel where I only make videos on certain topics, or I only release videos less frequently. But really, I feel like the people that I want to appeal to and the kind of videos that I want to make, kind of energy I want to put out there, is really just very authentic, uncut, me thinking. Because if I really had clarified my thoughts to the point where I could make, like, I could, like, try to make my YouTube videos such that if you watched all of my YouTube videos, you would come away with a very specific understanding. But in order to do that, I would have to, like, write a book, and then I would have to make the book into a series of videos. But I feel like I just write the book. Like, why would I then do that? I mean, I could then elaborate on the book on my YouTube channel. But just the overall nature of the medium, I believe, lends itself to this style of video making. And the style of video making is uncut, handheld video, or just simply set up video. And you get to just see me think. Like, I just turn it on and I just go. I just talk and I see what comes up. Like his village silversmith right there. I got some gemstones I got to wire wrap into necklaces. That's fun. So I just turn the camera on, I see what comes up, and I find those style videos the most entertaining and also the most informative. Like, at the end of the day, I've realized, like, from my own experience of YouTube, the people that have been the most influential to me have been the people that I've watched, like, almost all their videos, like Elliot Hulse, Owen Cook, Jordan Peterson, Alan Watts, Terrence McKenna. And they have a volume approach. Like, if you're really going to change the way someone thinks with talking, you gotta have a volume approach. Like, you gotta be their Roman Catholic priest and they go to church every day. You gotta be a school teacher. Like, or you have a YouTube channel. So all the people who are most effective at brainwashing people, and I brainwash myself by listening to Alan Watts, Terrence McKenna, picking people out to brainwash myself so I can think well, because the whole world's trying to brainwash you. Like, everything, advertising, the media, like, everyone's trying to brainwash you. So you have to selectively brainwash yourself so that you don't just succumb to any old thing. Because it's very stimulating. Like, information is very stimulating. If you don't consume any information, then you just don't know anything. So you have to consume information. This is sort of this facet of life, is information consumption as well as consumption of food. So if you're going to consume information in the form of videos, books, you want to be conscious of it, because the information you're consuming is brainwashing you. It's training your brain to recognize facts, because there's an infinite number of facts. So what facts are you going to think about? You're going to think about the facts that you've trained your brain to think about. So you do that through the media you consume, through the books you read, through the movies you watch, the podcast you listen to, all of that, TV, priests, people you talk to, like, all of this stuff. It all affects how your brain processes perspective. That deserves its own video. So I've benefited from that. So I've come to realize in making things for others that the best way to make things for others is to make the things that I myself desire and enjoy and already create for myself and seek out. So that's my way of doing that. And I guess lastly, people have always told me that if I could find some way to make a living from talking, then I'd be very wealthy. But I've kind of become... I don't see YouTube... Like, if YouTube was going to be my source of income, I would be dead because I wouldn't have any money. So YouTube, I make $0 off YouTube. I made some money off it when I was health coaching. But I don't really health coach anyone on YouTube. I just released my entire insomnia course for free on YouTube. I'm not doing YouTube to make money. I'm doing YouTube for... Like, there's some idea in my head that I could get enough traction on YouTube that everyone would know who I am, or at least enough people would know who I am that any products I released would gain a certain amount of traction that could help me in the long run. But this would probably be years down the line. Because I need a serious following. I need, like, a seriously large following for that. And I only have about 150 people who watch most of my videos. Like, even though I have a certain number of subscribers, that's not even how many people watch all my videos. It's about 150 that watch most of my videos, because I can see that on the analytics. So, and it's probably only like... I mean, I think so, and this has taken me years. So, like, maybe videos would blow up. But again, if I'm trying to sell people by educating people on YouTube, it doesn't even work. Because if I don't buy anything from anyone who educated me on YouTube. I mean, I have at periods of time, but then I just go find out their competitors and buy from them. So people ultimately buy for other reasons than just because you told them about it or because, like, they like you. They buy it once or something, but you can't make a business on that. Like, if you're going to try to become famous to get people to buy your stuff, that seems to me like a bad idea, because you fundamentally need to have something that people would buy anyway. It's more like fame would just be gasoline on the fire. But it's interesting. It's like an interesting thing to play around with. I find it very interesting to play around with. And I just wonder what will become of it. Like, I guess the immortality aspect is cool because my videos will be there forever, potentially. It'll give people who buy my products something to watch. Like, let's say you, like, buy my supplements. It kind of works more after the fact. You buy my supplements and then you're like, oh, he's got a YouTube channel. I guess I'll watch his YouTube channel. So gives people other way, and then you could find out about my books that I'm writing. Like, I'm gonna release those. So at some point, maybe if you're watching this in the future, my books will be out, so you can go check those out. But I'm more just creating. Like, I don't really think like I think it's more about like the language I'm using is just language. Like, this is just words we created to describe realities that are commonplace to our minds, and syntax we've created to be commonly understood to all people, at least people who understand our language. So language is very artificial. And I've tried to turn business into language because I just like I need money to eat and I have a family to support, so I just have to do that. So I've tried to like describe business to myself, and what I've really come away with is that business is like all the words we use for business don't actually describe it well because they just don't. Like, we really have very bad words for business. We just you could read a million business books and not understand business. So, what I think I understand business to be is basically it's like what you're doing now but better. Just available to more people. Like, so I like to talk. So I talk on YouTube. I like to like write and clarify my thoughts. So I'm writing some books. Just as a natural byproduct of clarifying my thoughts. I need to make my own supplements because I can't get supplements high quality enough. So I just sell supplements. There's other things I do to make money, but those are less creative and that I've made for myself and more of like things I've kind of come into. But because opportunities do present themselves and you can just jump on them regardless of if it's your natural inclination. Because my natural inclination is to jump on opportunities. Yours should be too. YouTube's a great opportunity because you can get people to find out what you think. I mean, maybe like I don't think the crazy stalkers are as likely on YouTube, but there is some thought in my head that like I could get famous, and then I go on the news, and then people just keep repeating my name on the news because there's a correlation to the number of times they mention your name on the news and how likely you are to get killed. I don't know. It's an interesting world, so I find it's more interesting to me to do this than to not do it. So that's probably fundamentally why I do it. Why do you watch YouTube videos? I watch YouTube videos because they're fucking fascinating. Try not to swear, but sometimes I just like to swear, you know.